Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Classics with Courtney. And today we're going to take a look at one of pop culture's famous detective sleuths, Nancy Drew. Today we're going to take a look at the first of the 4 30s movies that came out starring Bonita Granville. This one is Nancy Drew, Detective. Our story begins with Dowager Mary Eldridge offering Nancy and her schoolgirl friends something big for their school, to which they all want a swimming pool. Unfortunately, Mrs. Eldridge leaves town with a brief message. Or does she?
Mr. Hollister, didn't Miss Eldridge even say when she was coming back?
No, Nancy, she didn't. Oh, believe me, I am sorry this had to happen. I know how disappointed you must all feel.
I bet she never intended to give us any money.
I bet she didn't
Oh,
either.
she won't come back. She's just a crazy old woman.
She's not. You mustn't say those things.
You have to stick up for her because your grandmother went to school with her.
You probably knew all the time she was just bluffing.
Why, Teresa, laugh.
Young ladies, we must look at it philosophically. After all, Brimwood has survived a great many years without a swimming pool.
Just the same, I'll prove Miss Eldridge meant what she said. I'll find her and get her to write a letter or something. You think Miss Eldridge will come back, don't you, Dad?
I think it best if you forget all about Miss Eldridge. I wouldn't let her spoil my vacation. After all, you know, she did seem a little bit, eccentric.
Eccentric? I'll show you, all of you. I'll find Miss Eldridge if it takes me 100 million years.
Nancy then goes out driving and sees the town's doctor being shoved into another car. Very strange.
I suppose this one went swimming.
After Nancy's exciting afternoon, she returns home and begins to explain to her father what took place when they get a call from the kidnapped doctor.
Afternoon.
Don't tell me you found Miss Eldridge.
Oh, no, it's not Miss Eldridge. It's the North Road. I didn't see who was in it.
Who's in the North Road?
No, the touring car. I was driving along my way back from West Knoll when it happened, and I didn't know what to do about it because I wasn't sure that there was anything to it yet. So I tried to follow them, but I lost the car on account of the blow-up. I mean blowout.
The touring car blew up?
Oh, no, Dad, you've got it all wrong. I had the blowout on my car, and that's why I wasn't sure it wasn't all right.
Oh. Hello, Ray. What can I do for you? No, I didn't want to see you.
But I want to talk to you anyway. I'm afraid to go to the police and... Well, if you come over, I'll explain what it's all about.
All right, I'll be right there.
I'll drive you, Dad.
Whoa, it's me he wants to see.
Oh, but I've got to go, Dad. It's my case and my fault, too. That's what I've been trying to tell you. I phoned Mrs. Spires this afternoon, pretended I was calling the doctor for you, because I didn't want to alarm her.
Well, why should that alarm her?
I saw Dr. Spires kidnapped.
Kidnapped? Come on, Miss Sherlock. And you had no idea who she was?
No. But I'm sure she was being held against her will. I was watched every moment by the man who took me to the place where she was. He held a gun on me. Besides, the patient was unconscious, as if she'd been drugged.
Dr. Spires, was the patient an old lady?
Yes, Nancy, she was rather elderly.
Dad, I'll bet you $23.80 that woman was Miss Eldridge.
After leaving the doctor's home, a couple men follow Nancy and her father, 2 of the men who were involved in this crazy scheme.
We're probably being followed right now.
What? What makes you think so?
That car behind us with the dim headlight. Dad,
Hmm?
remember that car with the dim headlight?
One you were kidding me about?
Yeah.
Well, what about it?
Well, just supposing that it was the kidnapped car, and just suppose that it had been following us all the way from Dr. Spires' house. What would you do?
Don't worry, Nancy. I'd think up something.
Well, you better start thinking. They're right behind us.
What?
Hold tight, Dad.
What are you doing?
I'm going to follow them for a change.
Nothing doing, young lady. is getting too dangerous for you. We're going home, and you're going to keep out of the whole affair while you're in one piece.
Nancy returns home, and we are introduced to Ned Nickerson and a couple of boys. One of them comes and brings a pigeon with an interesting message.
He landed on my pigeon coop this morning, but he ain't mine.
Well, what do you expect me to do about it?
Well, I was thinking maybe you could broadcast over your radio sending set and find out who he belongs to.
Well, that's very honest and commendable of you, Spud. You should be rewarded.
Say, I might at that. He may belong to the United States government. He has a number on his leg.
Well, he's a carrier pigeon.
Well, that's right. Look, here's the thing the message goes in.
Say, I never saw that before.
Yeah. Shoulder okay, bluebells.
What kind of drivel is that?
Bluebells, that's the password.
What password?
Ted, I've got to find out who owns this bird. Start your radio.
Well, Nancy and Ned prepare to bring the bird to headquarters, although Nancy isn't keen on the idea and instead helps the bird escape so that she and Ned can follow him to his home.
Oh, Ted! Ted! He's flying away!
What's flying away?
The pigeon! We gotta follow him!
Oh, okay, get going.
Keep your eyes on him! Where it lives. I can see buildings through the trees. There's the driveway and the gate, but there's no watchman.
Maybe it's his day off.
It's just like Dr. Spires said it was.
Nancy calls her father, and the police are also called, only to find the house occupied by Mrs. Eldridge's business manager, Mr. Hollister.
Oh, yeah?
Captain Tweedy, I'm afraid you've made a mistake.
I've made a mistake.
Mr. Hollister, I didn't know you lived here.
I only rented this place yesterday.
It's not here.
I thought so.
Nancy, are you positive you saw that pigeon stop at this house?
I'm practically positive.
So, your daughter's a detective, is she, Drew? Well, the police have got a lot of other things to do besides running around playing kids' games. We follow any more of these phony leads, we'll wind up skipping rope. Now, little girl, you'd better go back to the kindergarten and play with your dolly.
I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Hollister.
That's all right, Nancy.
Good day, Hollister.
Good day, Drew.
Come along,
Forget
Nancy.
it.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, son.
Seriously? Way to ruin the surprise. I mean, I've read some of the Nancy Drew books, and I do get it. Like, some of those books have characters that you're like, oh, he's totally the bad guy. But there is still some mystery surrounding the actual plot. Like, you know, they really did not do anything with Mr. Hollister here. I mean, seriously, it would have been so much better for us to think, okay, is he involved? Is he not involved? But they give it away too early. I don't think Hitchcock would have done it that way. Nancy and Ned return to her home, where they encounter more than one surprise.
What the? Gosh, Mr. Drew, I mean, gosh.
Effie! Effie!
Effie! Effie, what's been going on here?
There was a man trying to get in.
That was me, idiot.
Oh, no. That one was a strange man.
What?
Yes, and he had a gun, and he tried to get in, so I slammed the door in his face, and then I piled the furniture up against it, and then I hid in the cellar.
Well, why didn't you call the police?
Oh, well, I never thought of that.
I wonder what it could be. I mean,
Stand where you are, all of you. Drop that. You Drews are getting too nosy to stay healthy. And you, kid, drop that wrench. From now on, you're going to be watched. And the first move she makes, something happens. You don't need to worry about that. We're leaving town tonight. That's a smart idea.
Nancy talks her father into letting her go with Ned and his family to Sylvan Lake. While down there, Nancy spots Mr. Hollister and tries to track him down. Both then drive to the home where Dr. Spire was taken.
Larkspur Lane.
Ted,
Yeah?
that password was Bluebells. Bluebells are also Larkspur. Larkspur, Bluebells, a bumpy road. This is it. Ted, look. Ted, there's the gate, just like Dr. Spire said.
And the watchman.
And the gravel driveway.
Place looks like a regular sanitarium.
We just have to think of a way to find out if Miss Eldridge is in there.
Yeah, but we can't get inside the grounds.
We can if the password's still Bluebells.
Well,
Mister, I mean, we're expected.
How do I know?
Bluebells?
Well, why didn't you say so?
You wait out here by the car.
good luck.
Miss Eldridge, it's Nancy. Nancy.
What are you screaming about? Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tyson. I thought I heard someone at the window.
Nancy, child, what are you doing here? I came to help you if you want to get away.
Of course I want to get away. They're trying to drive me insane, to steal my money, the money I was to give Brimwood.
Oh, I knew it. Here, put these things on so the gamer won't know you.
Before getting away, Nancy and the others are stopped. Mrs. Eldridge is taken back to her room while Nancy and Ned are locked in the cellar. While down there, they find an old X-ray machine and gets a code out for the police and Carson to find them.
Disturbance was a code message. It concerns you.
Jumping Jupiter, Mr. Drew, it's about your daughter.
My daughter? What about her?
I'll see. She and the Nickerson boy are held by a gang out in the country.
What?
I know the place.
Well, where is it?
Let me see, where is that? Used to be an old rest home.
Yes?
I'll think of it in a minute. The Hennessy estate.
Well, come on.
Come on, hey, get in there. Come on, you make it snappy.
If you come any closer, I'll shoot.
Give me that thing, girlie, before it bites you.
Nancy!
Oh, where in the world have you been?
Where have I been? I like that. Where? Are you all right, honey?
Bust in through that window.
Well, it's a cleanup. Hollister was just coming out of it when we found him. Now, those birds won't take you or any other old dame, ladies for their dough.
We're all very grateful to you, Captain, even if most of the credit does go to Nancy.
Yes, Tweety, you'll have to go a long way to find anybody as wide awake as my Nancy.
Here we are.
And that was Nancy Drew Detective. What did I think of it? Well, honestly, I thought it was a load of fun. Bonita Granville was very charming in the role of Nancy, although in the books I believe Nancy is around 18, but Bonita does a good job with what she's given, and she makes the character very charming, and honestly, she'd be a lot of fun to be around. Frankie Thomas as Ned Nickerson also does a decent job. However, watching the movie, I felt like he was a little bit too much of a clumsy guy, and they more or less just made him the laughing stock of the film. Because of the decision to make Ned the way he is in the movie, it can either make or break the character. If you don't mind that, then it'll be fine. If you love the character of Ned in the books and in the later shows where he's very mature, very smart, then this one might be a bit grating. Overall, I did like the movie, but I do have some nitpicks that I want to tackle, so I'm going to get to that before I get into the positives. Number one, why is Hannah Gruen changed to Effie? And again, in the film, everything is more comical, so Effie is also put into that role of just scared housekeeper instead of the mothering, loving woman that we get in the books. I don't really care for that change. Number two, Captain Tweedy. Why? In the books, we have Chief McGinnis, who is very dignified, very smart, but also looks to Nancy for help and is, willing to take anything that she gives him. It's a really good working relationship. Here, the guy basically exists to talk down to Nancy and act like he's a better cop than anyone else around. Also, I think they basically made this character up for this joke.
From now on, it's up to Captain Tweedy.
Captain Tweedy? I should say not. That conceited tweet.
Number three, which is basically a repeat of what I said earlier, that although I like the character of Ned and I think the actor does a great job, he's more or less reduced to the clumsy sidekick. I get it, different time, different era, I understand that. But I just wish he wasn't reduced to the kid who's always messing something up. Honestly, you can add him into the Hardy Boys and he could easily play Chet Morrison, I think is what his name is. But the only difference is Chet in the book is, fat. But anyway, that's basically all I gotta say about that one. Now I'll end the film with positives. It's a cute movie, and the humor is actually very funny.
But you're the only daughter I have, and for some unexplainable reason, I like you. A little. One of those other youngsters to go with you.
Youngster? Oh! And don't you dare let anyone leave.
And if they do leave, what do you expect me to do?
Oh, I don't know, take them prisoners or something.
Yeah, I'll surround them.
Is the war over?
Your daughter's a pretty brave girl. There wouldn't be many kids that even pick up a cannon like that, let alone get...
There we are.
Casting is also quite decent. Aside from Bonita and Frankie, you have John Lytle as Carson Drew, who actually reminds me a lot of the actor Edward Everett Horton. And we also have Rennie Raiano, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing her name right, as Effie, who I also recognized in such movies as Ziegfeld Girl, The Picture of Dorian Gray, and The Women, to name a few. In short, this movie is a lot of fun, and you possibly could enjoy it if you look past the inconsistencies of the film from the books. If you can enjoy the books as they are and the movies, perfect. If you're a purist who wants the characters to be exactly like the books, these movies are not going to be for you. And that wraps up my review of Nancy Drew Detective. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of these movies. And stay tuned where I will be tackling the Nancy Drew movie number 2. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Have a great and wonderful day.